Alright YouTube, Stocks by the Numbers, welcome back. Wanted to take a quick look here, do a little update on everyone's favorite lithium company, Lithium Americas Corporation. Ticker symbol now, two of them, we have LAC and we have LAAC. Now, the difference is going to be, LAC is going to be the Thacker Pass, primarily quote-unquote new company that they feel is going to be the largest producer of lithium here in North America. So if you're here in the States, you're looking for our domestic lithium producer so that we have less reliant on countries like China, then obviously you're going to want to step into LAC, which right now $11.49, closed up 59 cents, 5.4% here on the day. So in the last couple of days, as you see, it just started trading like this week, and you can see we had a little bit of a bump up, and we had someone came out already. We had Stifle initiate Lithium Americas at a buy with a $15 price target, okay? But obviously, we all know that this is going to be worth more than it currently is right now. Even before the spinoff of the two companies, North America and South America, they were maintaining a market cap of a couple of $1 billion. It never really dropped back down to like that billion, sub-billion level. And reason being is because everyone knew what was going to transpire over the next several years, especially when they get approval to do the mining here in North America and whatnot, over in Thacker Pass. So obviously, everyone just kind of kept buying in. Oh, excuse me. And it was basically like widely held across the board. Nobody was really trading LAC to my knowledge. I mean, I'm sure there were a couple of people doing so, and I wish them the best of luck, but this was more of a buy and hold play. This was going to be something people were already talking about it, potentially turning into just one of the largest, brightest spots in the market that everyone's going to say years from now, oh, I wish I bought in when it was, $12, $15, $18 before the spinoff. But anyway, right now, so it's at about 11.5. But if we look up how it actually, first of all, right here, 750,000 mixed shelf. So obviously they're looking for some money, it says, for capital expenditures and whatnot. But also, more importantly, where was the article? Yeah, I think it was here. This guy talks about, he's bullish, blah, blah, blah. So, first of all, Lithium Americas here in North America may get $1 billion in government funding. So, obviously, if that happens, that's going to be a huge boost to the bottom line. But more importantly, it's just going to help expedite the entire process. And obviously, even though this may be frowned upon, the U.S. government, giving this handout here, but more importantly, again, it's going to be to reduce the dependency overseas from companies like China when it comes to our own domestic lithium supply, especially since the whole government is kind of doing this massive push towards electric everything across the board. So if we're going to have electric everything, and most electric new everything is powered by lithium batteries, whatnot, so I can appreciate the fact that they're looking to throw $1 billion into Lithium Americas here and get the Nevada-based Thacker Pass mine going. But it also spoke about here we go. Aiming to commence lithium production there by 2026. Right? So this is what I'm talking about. It would be a massive amount of money, obviously, if they receive this $1 billion, as you see here, to fund more than half of the cost of the Nevada-based Thacker Pass mine. More than half of the cost, which obviously means they would end up keeping even more of the profits, and in turn it would be returned even more to you, the shareholders. So obviously that $1 billion is massive. However, it does say production there by 2026. So this is why I wouldn't necessarily say one is better than the other. However, I will say they talk about the Argentina segment, and as you see here, it has approximately 45% stake over there. And of course, more importantly, it says they already initiated lithium production in June. So I guess if you're looking for something that's already kind of moving along, then I can understand if you want to grab shares of LAAC right now, which of course is the Argentina arm of LAC. And of course, on the flip side, I mean, if you do have the income now where you can kind of consistently add to LAC and just get yourself ready going into 2025, 2026, when production really starts to ramp up in Nevada, then of course, that's entirely your own prerogative. Some of us, our funds are a little tighter, so tying something up into an LAC, waiting 2-3 years down the road, may not be feasible for everybody. And that's, of course, understandable. But, I mean, in my opinion, overall, in a perfect world, if you're making small profits on some other short-term option plays or some other day trades you're running, or, of course, you have a pretty healthy income and you're able to consistently add to a position, in a perfect world, obviously, I would tell you, in my opinion, to buy both of them, LAC and LAAC. But right now, in the immediate short term, again, buying into LAAC is understandable. And as you see, it's been having a nice climb here over the last couple of days, over 8 1/3% here today, up to $6.60 a share. So much cheaper. It's about a 45% discount compared to LAC shares. But again, also at the same time, they're both slated for bigger and better things. So I really don't know if you can miss, but again, LAAC more in the short term may see more immediate short-term returns, and something like LAC, as we said, we may not see production until 2026. However, if government funding continues to come in and whatnot, then obviously the stock is going to start moving. Not much happening here, showing the RSI down there at 25. I don't even know how accurate that is, but here on the weekly also it's showing about 30.5. So again, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some positive headlines for these companies to really start to see movement. But overall, in my opinion, I am a fan of both of them, and I know that the company just did the spin-off a couple of days ago, and a few people may be wondering if they need to own both, which one should they own, what are they expecting. So just wanted to do a quick little update there. So you may have some time with LAAC, in my opinion. I would be a buyer, and I would also be a buyer of LAC as well. However, of course, there is much less urgency. And with the stock here at around $10, and now it's up at 11.5, I can appreciate the fact if some of you just kind of want to sit on the sidelines, maybe even if it's just for the next couple of weeks, and just try to let a little bit of the hype die down and start to piece your way in, maybe down to 10.5 as opposed to 11.5. But again, with government funding coming in, if it just slowly maintains itself or just slowly continues to rise from here, that would be understandable as well. So a little bit of a double-edged sword, but even the last couple of times when I did videos on LAC, again, as I mentioned, it was widely held. A lot of you got in and were just holding, waiting for the long term. So, we have high hopes for this company, and we have kind of an idea of what to expect a couple of years down the road. So, of course, whatever you do with this information is entirely your own prerogative. Just wanted to do a quick little update, and I'll end it there. So once again, Stocks by the Numbers, thanks for stopping by. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop it down in the comments section. Let us know down below how you feel about LAC and LAAC now. And, of course, like the video, thumbs up, algorithm helps me get more eyes on the channel, share the video, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. That is our handshake agreement. I'll do videos on companies like Campbell's or Disney, and, of course, I'll do updates on LAC. And shout out to the guys in the Discord. Of course, Discord link in the description of every video. And, mentioned earlier this morning that markets were going to continue to rise. And I said to step in on some calls on the Dow and on the NASDAQ. And as you can see, they had a pretty good day today. So, that's why I have no problem even calling out some short-term plays for you guys. But do me a favor, handshake agreement, push the subscribe button. That is how you help me help you. But more importantly, moving forward, like I always say, I understand that markets are rocky and volatile and uncertain. I want to wish all of you success. Hope everyone makes a couple of dollars. Have a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you in the next one.